Surah Al-Fatiha has a number of names. From them is Al-Fatiha, which means the opening. Because when you start reading the Quran, you will find that, of course, this surah is the beginning chapter and the opening of the Quran. From the names of this surah is Ummul Kitab. Ummul Kitab, the mother of the book. And this means the thing, the here is referring to something which summarizes all of the meanings. So the whole Quran is summarized in Surah Al-Fatiha. We have in Surah Al-Fatiha, we have the belief in Allah. We have the names of Allah. We have talking about the Day of Judgment. We have the dua for guidance. So a lot of the meanings of the Quran are all summarized in this very short surah composed of just 7 ayat. From the names of Surah Al-Fatiha also are Al-Quran Al-Azim, the great Quran, and this the great recitation. Quran means recitation in this context. And this is similar to what we said before, that the meanings of the Quran are summarized in this surah. From the names of this surah also, and we'll end with this inshallah, is Ar-Ruqya. Ruqya, which is a cure. And that's because one of the companions of the Prophet ﷺ, they were one day traveling and they passed by a village. And they asked the people of that village, could you host us? And this was an Arab custom, which exists after Islam also, of being generous to your guests. So if somebody passes through your town, you should be generous to them. So they asked them, could you host us for the night? We have a place to sleep and give us, a little bit of water and some place to stay. So the people were stingy in this town. They were cheap and they refused to host them. They said, no, we're not going to do anything for you. So then the Sahaba had, they had to sleep in the open and they had nobody to host them or give them any food or drink. When somebody came from this village and they said, our leader is sick. He was bitten by a snake or a scorpion or something of that effect. So can you help us? Does any one of you know how to do ruqya, how to do a cure? So one of the companions, he said, I know how. So he went and he was going to read on this leader of the village. But he said, I will only do it if you pay us, give us some payment in the form of, give us some sheep or something, because you guys didn't host us. You didn't give us anything. So we're going to do it, but I'll do it for money. So he read on this man Surah Al-Fatiha, this man who was bitten by a snake or a scorpion. So he read Surah Al-Fatiha and he kept repeating it. And then the man was cured, as if there was nothing wrong with him. And they went back to the Prophet ﷺ with these sheep that they had gotten, and they wanted to ask him to make sure, was it okay what we did? So they asked the Prophet ﷺ about this story and how he read Surah Al-Fatiha on the sick man. And the Prophet ﷺ said, and this is the point of mentioning it, he said, how did you know that this surah is a ruqya? So this Surah Al-Fatiha is a cure. It's a cure for our spiritual diseases, and it's also a cure for our physical diseases if a person has full trust in Allah and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to grant cure by means of it. هذا وصلى الله على نبينا محمد.